Good morning, everyone, on this December 28th, 29th, December 29th, 2024. You guys will be seeing this video in the morning. Have some coffee with us. Got Frank here. Got Frank drinking some Dunkin' coffee. Got the good stuff for this conversation. Good, but mellow. Not a strong enough rant to warrant getting out the Pike's Place. But we will drink some Dunkin'. I hope everybody has had a great weekend. I hope everybody's had a great Christmas. Just going to sit and chat about some things with you guys this morning. We're going to talk about some New Year's hopes. Well, new things that we're doing here in 2025, where the future is taking the Jess and Dan crew. Here we got some things planned. As you guys know, here in less than a couple months, we are traveling to Florida. Got to have some videos down there for you guys. Don't want to spoil anything. I feel like I've already spoiled some stuff, but just going to let that be. There's a certain festival we will be visiting down there, which is always fun. I know a lot of Floridians that like to go to this said festival. One thing I do want to talk about is some of the ways we're doing things. We're flying. We're not driving. I know some of you speculated we were going to drive. We're not. We are not driving. We are going to fly. And the way we're flying, and this is something, like I said, I will talk about, is a new package deal that Frontier has rolled out. Me and Jessica have always flown Frontier. We've never, knock on wood, we've never had any issues. Well, one, when flights got delayed out of Orlando, but that was because of a crazy storm, and that affected all flights, not just Frontier. And as a matter of fact, we still, out of all the flights that were canceled, ours still went, which was nice. So, but we are doing a package deal to where it was about $35 more. Okay, $35 more. We get to up to two check-on bags or two checked bags. Okay, which normally with Frontier, that's how you get that's how you're able to get the flight so cheap, is they have all these add-on costs, right? It's like you'll get the round trip for $150, which sounds amazing, right? But you're going to pay $57 for your bag each way. You're going to pay for a carry-on. The only thing you get free with Frontier is a personal item. And you even have to pay for your seats because, if you don't, then you do risk not being able to sit together, which, Jess don't want that. Probably wouldn't bother me much, but that would definitely bother Jess, and we do not want an angry Jess. So for $35 extra, we got two checked bags, which another bonus to that is you can have up to 50 pounds per bag instead of 40. That gives you an extra 10 pounds. That means an extra 10 pounds of maybe a souvenir or something you want to bring back from your said trip. It's pretty nice. That advantage right there sold me. I mean, it was like, okay, so we can basically take whatever we want. Now, we're only going to be gone for a little over a week, give or take a day or two. And it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. We got some fun stuff planned for you guys. We're going to be touring around Orlando, and it's going to be, you guys know we love Orlando. I know we have a lot of viewers on our channel that literally wait until we go to Orlando or the Smoky Mountains, that really enjoy the entertainment factor on our channel here. These are the videos that Jess likes to do. She's not a big fan of going in the stores and price checking and all that different stuff, trying to find the best deals, which she is off camera, right? She does do all of these different things off camera. But when it's like, I don't know, it's just not really her thing, as most of you guys know. But it is fun having Jessica in all these videos. And I wish she could be in all of them. I mean, she is the comedian. She is the, what do they call it? Comic relief in some of these videos where I tend to get a little too serious. I like to deliver, information in a direct way, so that people understand, right? And she's more the fun, break up the tension type person. But when we do these trips, it's exciting for me because these are the things that I love to film. I try to film them as if you are there with us. And I'm excited. I've been putting together some new things. As most of you guys know, I got my newer camera, and I am very excited to be using that. Because that's going to help keep us both. Now we both have like transmitters for microphones and stuff. We're kind of playing around with that right now, trying to see how that's going to work. And, you know, you always run into a couple things that, you know, don't work out so well, or you run into some little mistakes and stuff. The important thing is that you have your fallback. And that is where other things that we're able to take on the plane kind of fall into place here. Like with this Frontier flight, with the package deal that we got, not only do we get those 2 bags that we talked about, but we also get a free carry-on, which is unheard of with Frontier. Now, you always get a free personal item. Now, if it was just me and I was going away for a couple days, I would personally just get the cheapest I possibly could, the cheapest round trip, and I would just take my personal item. My personal item can be a book bag, right? Now, if it was just me, this is my bag that I usually have as a personal item. I don't overstuff it, but it could get out to about there. Because you got to be able to fit it in the slot. And then if it fits in the slot, then you're good to go. And that is your free. It has to be able to fit under the seat. That's kind of their thing. But I've always been able to fit. I've had this book bag pretty loaded down before, and I was still able to take it on. No extra purchase required. So that was good. And if you're flying by yourself, or even if you're just flying for a couple days somewhere to see some family, I would recommend doing that, because you're only basically spending for the flight. Unless you pay a little bit extra for your seat, which those prices have gone up. But the package deal that me and Jess have gotten, I was going to save that. I'll let you in on a little thing. We got the front row. We literally, we're flying what would be considered first class on a Frontier plane. Now, it's really not first class, but it might as well be, because we're going to have the front row where you have 2 seats, and then you have like an extra seat. So we're going to have plenty of room, because Frontier, yeah, they pack you in like sardines. That's another reason why it's so cheap. But I am really excited for this flight. I plan on doing a video on it. So if you're excited to see the new, and this is new. This is brand new. I think it's been out for like a month, maybe a little over a month, but we were pretty excited, and we got some major discounts where we're staying. Now, I haven't really talked to Jess too much about talking about where we're staying yet, but we're very excited. I know some of you probably already know. We did do a live show where we kind of hinted on some things, but we got an amazing deal. It's how we're able to do this. Thank Jess for that. Let's give her a round of applause. Yeah, go Jess. She always finds the best deals, and that's how we're able to do these trips, because if we didn't get the discount that we got on this, yeah, okay, we could afford it, but I ain't spending that much. We wouldn't spend that much on this trip. And when we go here in a couple months, I'll go a little more deep into that. I kind of wanted to talk about the plane, the flight, because all of that has now been paid for, and it's set, ready. I will say we are leaving very early. It is going to be one of them early flights, which I kind of like, because it kind of gives you like a whole extra day. It takes about an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours, give or take a few minutes, to get to Orlando from Cincinnati Airport, compared to 14, 15, 16 hours, depending on traffic, driving. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited not to have to make that drive. I'll tell you what, guys. It's we got a lot of things planned for 2025. Trying to get Jess involved in more videos. I'm basically leaving the door open for whatever Jessica wants to do. I know a lot of you guys want Jess in more videos. I get it. She's great. She is, in my opinion, she is. I wish that she could do this all the time with me. I wish we could travel and do videos all the time. These are the things she likes to do. Like I said before, Pigeon Forge, Florida, but we have some other things planned too. How those work out, we'll see. I'm not going to give, we have thoughts, we have ideas. I'd really, really like to go on a cruise. I've never been on a cruise before. I'm ready. I am so ready, but I don't want to go on one without Jess. And Jess gets kind of seasick. She gets car sick and stuff like that. So she already knows about the Dramamine. The little patches you put on your neck. One of my mom's friends had to wear one the whole time they were on their cruise, and she felt completely fine. That kind of gave Jess a little bit of confidence to be able to do this. So let's hope. Let's cross our fingers here, because that is one thing. And once we figure that out, we'll probably get our passports. Now, a couple of the cruises that we have looked at don't require passports, but you got to bring your birth certificate and all that stuff. I don't know if I feel comfortable doing that. I would almost rather just bring a passport. Probably going to get a passport anyway, because I would like to travel some other places and do some other travel videos. I really want to like visit Canada. I want to go to Niagara Falls on the Canadian side. I know you used to be able to go over there and not need a passport, but apparently you do now. I've never been to Niagara Falls. There's a lot of places I want to travel to I've never been. As far as going overseas to some places, I really, it's not like I'm itching to go to Paris or anything. But, like to do some traveling. You guys know I love food. I love trying new things. And I will say this. Another little thing. We will be trying some new foods on our trip to Florida here this time. We've already got some plans already ready for some different things. We're talking about it because I don't want to spoil anything. If Jess ever wants to talk about it, then we'll talk about it before we go. But probably not. Probably as we get closer and the anticipation grows and grows and grows, then maybe we'll start talking about it some. Because I would like some opinions, or maybe not opinions, but some things that you guys would like to see while we're down there. I love filming things that you guys like to see, and maybe get some ideas of some things, for when we go down there. I've already got some from family. Because we have a lot of family that watch our channel too, and they're wanting to see some things because they're wanting to plan trips, and that's kind of where we want to take it is if you want to do a trip like this, and this might be something we do like after our trip is done. This is how much things cost. This is how we broke it down. This is how much we saved. Let me know down in the comments, if those are the kind of things you like to hear. I always, anytime I do like a food review somewhere, people always say, why don't you show the price? Why don't you show the price? It's not that I forget. I feel like it's mostly looking at the food. I usually say if it was pricey or cheap, or the quality, different things like that. We have gone over those in the past, though. It's one of them things where we do so much in different videos, I just kind of skip over it. But the more and more we do, then we'll go over different prices. I try to go over all prices down in Tennessee, some of the different restaurants down there, because a lot of the restaurants that we visit in like Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg and stuff like that, some of them are very hit or miss. I feel like a lot of the restaurants that you go to in Pigeon Forge, I've always been like one where you pick one or two that you think you would want to eat at, but then for the rest of your trip, go with what you know. Because we've gone and spent a lot of money in tourist traps. Well, yeah, like I guess you'd call it a tourist trap. But it's not really a trap because you know what you're getting into. So I don't know. I mean, it's pretty expensive, but at the same time, yeah, I don't know. I've paid more money in the Smoky Mountains for meals than in some places in Orlando. So I guess there's no real rhyme or reason. It's all a touristy place. You're going to always pay a little bit more. But some of these places you don't, like Waffle House. For good example, I can't stand the Waffle House that's near us. It just isn't any good. But you go to the one in Pigeon Forge, and it's like, wow, this is what Waffle House should be. Take Denny's, for example, as well. There's a Denny's, and we don't really have Denny's, but there's one about an hour south of here that we sometimes stop at. It's not very good. I mean, it's good, but it's not Pigeon Forge good. That omelet's not falling off the plate like it is in the Smoky Mountains. And you're paying the same price, right? There might be a little more tax, right? Because they got like the tour tax, the whatever they call it, the vacation tax, the tourism tax, whatever that is in Tennessee. It's like 12%. It's insane. It's pretty expensive. But I guess kind of my point is we've tried to go over those prices before in different things, and it's like some of them you do got to kind of weigh in like, okay, are you paying the same amount here as like you would Texas Roadhouse or Longhorn or something? Yes, but the food may not be as good. And we have brought up places, like even places that you normally go to. Most of you who've been on the channel for the last couple of years probably remember our review on the Red Lobster down there in Tennessee. And I don't want to be the one to say that we had a part in why they don't get a lot of business. But that was terrible. That Red Lobster down in Pigeon Forge, that was some of the worst service, some of the worst food that we've ever had, especially at Red Lobster. I just couldn't believe, like, to their standards of things, how bad it was. And we've had some other restaurants. Most of you know who've been on the channel for a long time know when we visited Paula Dean's restaurant. We loved that place. Loved it. The last time we went there, it was terrible. Terrible. It was like way too much salt in everything. It wasn't just one thing, it was everything. And it's like, wow, if that's what you're doing now to, and it was just one trip, but it's like, and they raised the prices. They raised the prices on everything $5, right? And that's pretty priced, like $25 a person now. Doesn't include your drink and a couple other things. So, I mean, it got pretty expensive for, wow, this is terrible. And you do notice these things, like Red Lobster when we go down there now. The parking lot looks empty. Paula Dean's on a very busy weekend in the Smoky Mountains nobody was there. And we kind of thought that, like, wow, has word gotten out here? Maybe there's other YouTubers that are going there and just saying, wow, it's been bad. But there are several other good ones that, and that's why we try to, whenever we have food in like some of these places, we want, no matter how expensive or cheap it is, we want to make sure that we give a good review on it. And by good review, honest review. I feel, and that, me and Jessica have had invites, right, to restaurants before. I turn them down. And believe me, I don't like that. I don't like turning away a free meal. Okay, but when you get something for free, I feel like at that point, I am not going to be honest. No matter how hard I try, I'm going to sugarcoat this in a way to where it makes the company look good. And I know it's crazy, right? Turn down a free meal, but it's like I stick to my principles of who I am and what I am on this channel, and that is something that I've always been 100% with you guys. And Jessica, 100%. You guys know she don't sugarcoat nothing. She'll tell you how it is. Like, I mean, even not getting my meal paid for or something like this, I'm still like, I'm still trying to be nice. Jessica she will not be nice. She will let you know that this food sucks. Like, she will straight up tell you that. And most of you know, have seen some of our food reviews before, have had that. And sometimes, excuse me, there was this one time, and I won't say what place it was, but they had offered me some free food, and I was eating it and stuff, and I basically talked about it for a little bit, but I never actually mentioned what I thought of it. I said, well, it's decent, it's okay, and I felt like I was lying in a way, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. I actually had somebody the other day who offered to pay for a meal to come in and check out, their foods and stuff. And I thought about it for a second. I was like, I'd rather not. I'd rather just come in there and, have a meal and hopefully it's good. I mean, that's the thing. If you know I'm coming, or if you know who I am, okay, then yeah, I would make sure that, the food's cooked all the way. I'm just saying, like, I want to always give good reviews. There was one, me and Jessica, again, Pigeon Forge. We've had some pretty bad meals down there before, which we've heard good things about from other people, some of you guys. But that Timberwood, way too much money. Right there at the island in Pigeon Forge, that was way too expensive for trash. We basically got trash, and the service was trash too. And as to where I didn't even want to talk about it, Jess did, and she let him have it. That was a 100% raw Jess, I'll tell you. And I was nervous putting that video out. I was like, man, They're no, they're not even gonna let us in there for an ice cream. But I didn't care. It was like, you know what? Yeah, it was poor service. Um, and it is, it was a few years ago. So it was during a time when things were kind of weird, with the whole thing going on, back in 2020, 2021, I think it was. But things were still, you still had to wear a mask everywhere and all that stuff. And times were tough. Times were rough, I guess. So we always think of that too. And who knows? Maybe we'll go back someday and maybe just try a burger. But we went all out on this one, and it was like, wow, this is terrible, right? Anyway, yeah, just going back to I don't know where I was going really. Just kind of went. I guess this did turn into a coffee rant. Daggone you, Frank! It's his fault. It's his fault. Good thing I'm drinking Dunkin' and not Pike's Place. What are you gonna do? But yes, we are excited for what the future brings for 2025. What are some of your New Year's resolutions? I don't normally make New Year's resolutions. If I have to say anything, that pertains to the channel here, well, I want to keep growing on the channel. I want to keep putting out good videos. I want to keep getting better. Keep growing. We hit 50,000, guys. We're almost up to, 50,000, almost 300 subscribers now. 300 subscribers from when we hit 50,000 just a few days ago. You guys are awesome. We thank you so much for watching each and every day. And the one thing that I have learned, and it's taken me a long time to kind of realize this, is that I would say 70, 80, maybe even 90% now, love watching our channel just for us, what we're doing. Whether it's shopping, entertainment, coffee rants, whatever we do, most people seem interested in just what we're doing. And I thank you guys. We wouldn't be able to do all of these different things if it wasn't for you guys. And we thank you all so much for that. I hope everybody has a happy new year. It was a very nasty day today. Very nasty. I was going to get out to Meijer and check out some deals and stuff like that. I was like, just going to put a happy video out here, sit and chat with you guys for a while on some of these different things. It is like the wind is crazy. There's been 50 to 60 mile an hour wind gusts. Branches are flying everywhere. Somehow it's 60 degrees outside, but it's pouring down rain. The rain's kind of intermittent, but it's pouring right now, so I'm glad I didn't go. And I'm going somewhere, think I might be going to Costco tomorrow. So if there's anything, well, actually, if I do go to Costco, I'll be doing the video while you guys are probably watching this. So, I was going to say, leave some comments down if there's some stuff you want to see at Costco, but yeah, I'll already be there, doing my video. We got my aunt's birthday coming up. We got a full week, guys. Full week here. We got Aunt Dano's birthday is tomorrow. Let's wish her a happy birthday. We got my uncle's birthday. Her husband, my uncle, it's crazy. Like, it's just their birthdays are back to back. I've always thought that was pretty cool. But her birthday is tomorrow. And then his birthday is New Year's Eve. And we're going to be partying with my aunts tomorrow. I lost a game to her. We were playing some game where you have to know somebody and you kind of answer the question, or you see their answers, or you see the game questions, and then everybody tries to get the answers. I lost, and she's getting a cheesecake for her birthday. So, yeah, she might be getting a monstrous Costco cheesecake. As a matter of fact, that is what I'm doing. So, happy birthday, Aunt Dano. And let's see, then we got New Year's Day. Jessica's family is back from Florida. They actually left a little early. They left Saturday morning, and they made it back last night. We didn't even know. Jessica messaged her sister this morning, and they were already back, and we were like, what the heck? So, yeah, they made it back safe, thank goodness, because it is supposed to snow. I think we're supposed to get some significant snow here in a few days. Isn't that crazy? Go from 60 degrees to... I think they're calling for a few inches of snow, so we'll see. I think that's a week away, though. It's like 4 or 5 days away. And then New Year's Day, yeah, we're celebrating our Christmas with Jessica's family. So they were in Florida during the Christmas time. They're coming back, and some of you guys may, unless you watched our live show a few days ago, you may not know this, but we're going to be doing Christmas with them. Not sure how that all is going to work. We're just going to go over to their house and do a couple gift exchanges and stuff. Probably have dinner and stuff like that. So we got today's Sunday, Monday is planned, and I think even tomorrow for my aunt's birthday, I think we're playing some more games. Love playing games. We've got some good ones. Jessica got a good one here. It's like 90s history. I don't know if we're gonna play that. We'll play something new. Everybody's getting new games here, which is fun. We like doing the family games. Also, Jessica got me for Christmas. She got me the Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune Nintendo Switch game. So now we can play on the TV Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune. It's like a 2-in-1 game. Oh, I'm excited for that. As a matter of fact, I kind of forgot about it till now. I might have to challenge her this evening after dinner. But yes, then I'm not sure what we're doing for my uncle's birthday, but that is New Year's Eve. Usually we'll go out to eat somewhere or something and then do like a little party for him. And then New Year's Day, and then we're off to 2025, and we will see what 2025 brings. I don't know, like I said before, I don't like to call out a bunch of New Year's resolutions. Like, I just want to continue to grow. I want, I just want everybody to be happy. Let's pray for world peace. I know that's crazy to say. Not crazy, but I know I just want people to be happy. I want to add more entertaining videos into our channel for you guys so that we can enjoy things together, whether that's going places or just walking down the street, chatting with you guys, having some coffee. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great week and Happy New Year.